a while ago, I posted a video and I kind of titled it "Opening These While I Can," right? And I'm still there with this. Modern Horizons 2 is still one of the best products they've come out with in a real long time, and I don't think anybody disagrees out there. In fact, the conversation even around the fact that it warped modern has dulled down over time, right? Because once people get past the change and they accept it, right? So it's the normal stages of life. But they printed a lot of Modern Horizons 2, just like they did Modern Horizons 1. And I assume they're going to do it with Modern Horizons 3. So I hope everybody doesn't FOMO out too hard, right? At least at the time of this filming, yeah, Modern Horizons 3 is going to be, it looks like it's going to be a little bit more expensive than Modern Horizons 2. I shouldn't even say that. Because they went with the play boxes, and the play boxes are going to be more expensive than the set boxes were, it is going to be more expensive. So the draft boxes, now play boxes, are going to be more expensive. And it also looks like they ticked up the collector boxes a little bit. They're not going to be $500, folks. That's not going to happen unless, frankly, the market goes crazy, which could happen. Yeah, I guess that part could happen. But that's the only way that'll happen. The market goes absolutely nuts. They're going to print a ton, just like they printed a ton of this. And which is wonderful about this, because you can still get draft boxes out there now for sub 200 out the door. And because they did a bunch of print runs. And it looks like to me, without any actual true proof, that they're also giving the LGSs a good deal on that product too. Which is awesome, right? So if you're buying it for a sub $200 price, it's not a clearance price for the LGS necessarily to blow it out. It is if they didn't get that deal, which I assume you have to buy a lot of it to get that kind of deal, stuff like that. But that is a reality. So while there's a part of me that would rather open a set box, I cannot deny the price point. Is the price point difference worth it? Nah, I'm going to do another draft box. I'd love to do another collector box, but after that, for a little period of time when the market was completely down, those went down to like $280 to $310 a box, which I think, we did a couple battles on the channel because of that, and it was awesome. They've been going back up. It was still an extremely popular set, and people bought those collector boxes like crazy. So I shouldn't be surprised. All right, so we got Wonder to start it off in rare in the reprint slot. Hey, Verdant Catacombs. All right. Well, we've got a fetch land to start us off. I do like the fact they are reprinting the Allied fetch lands, which is nice. Even though, once again, when everything was going down, those came down a lot too. All right, we got our first Mythic, which is also one that has been slowly going up in price. We got Shatterfang. Might be pushing about $10 at this point. Maybe about $10, maybe a little under that, somewhere in that neighborhood. Because Shatterfang isn't just a commander. It is actually also a quality member of 99s in a lot of high token generating decks. It's not just the Squirrel Commander. So that makes it a really, 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 really good card. Goblin Bombardment, Resurgent Belief for our first bulk pack. Yeah, the suspend cards never really did anything, did they? Just too slow, is that the deal? Tireless Provisioner, which for a while there also got a quick reprint in a commander deck, or maybe even two of them, has also been on the uptick. Yeah, two of them, isn't it? Because it was also in Lord of the Rings. Brainstone, Seal of Removal, Inevitable Betrayal, and Feast of Sanity. So, of course, in this product, thing to keep in mind, there is a foil multiplier on rares and mythics, good ones anyway. Because the collector boxes didn't have traditional foils for their rares and mythics. It only had sketch foils and extended art foils and borderless foils and blah, blah, blah. Which I thought that was actually an interesting path to go on. Because it made pulling foils out of this special. Lannis. Okay. My Ravnica Clue video was kind of funny because I pulled 3 of the Sky Guards, right? And at the time, yeah, I thought it was a cool card, but I didn't see it, going up to like $15, $20. And Lannis was the one I was really, really hoping for, and I didn't get any. So then immediately after I filmed that video, I bought a couple Lannises when they were still like $7, $8. And then that card shot up to $20. Okay. Damn! Damn in the old border. I know it's a generational thing. You know what? I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. That's better. I know it's a generational thing. I'm sure it is. In fact, I know it is. Younger generations don't care about the old borders as much as us old heads, but my God, I love them. Battered Bone, Flame Rift, Territorial Kavu, and a Treasure. So, of course, you're hoping that you get a foil mythic and a foil rare, and that they're good ones. It's entirely possible. Chainer in the reprint slot, old bordered. Chef's Kiss. And we will proceed forward. We have Greed. And fetch land number 2. Arid Flippin' Mesa. Great. Now that I know I'm on that wavelength, I probably will get a Marsh Flats, and then I might get a Scalding Tarn, but it means I'm probably not going to get a... unless I get an old bordered one, which is entirely possible. Not going to get a... what's the name of that stupid card? Misty freaking Rainforest. That's the one. What's so many names to remember. Cursed Totem, which of course is a card that spiked pretty good and has settled down a little bit, but has maintained a market. And we got Turok, Dread Cantor, card that didn't really do much. Someday it might, maybe. So that is our second mythic. You do tend to get 6 to 7 mythics in a box of this. The set was not shy with the mythics, which was nice. Because he had a whole bunch of good ones. Shardless Agent, and Unmarked Grave. You know what, I haven't checked Unmarked Grave in a while. Did that ever end up seeing play? I don't think it did it? Because, like, Dempsey's playing Commander. You know, what's nice about Dam is multi-use. You may not want to wipe everything. Alright. Now, let me state for the record, there was a period of time where I used to pull Ristic Buddies like it was nobody's business. And I kept them because I thought when the set came out, like the $10 or $12 price point for those, I was like, that's way too low. And I didn't sell a single one. But I built so many decks, and then I've gone cold on pulling them, that I'm actually starting to run out. So I would like to see one. Oh, Obsidian Charmaw. Goblin and Narcomancer foil. I would really like to see one. This last generation of draft packs, the packs did not like to open. And it's not like the collector packs where they're sealed in like in a different way. Nah, they're just... whatever they did with them, they're super stiff. Solitary Confinement. Hey, there's the recently spiked Scion on Draco that's now settling again, but has become a solid mythic pull out of this product. But of course, you still have to Ragavan in the Elementals. Aeromoeba, you know what we got to do with those. Dermotaxi. You know, recently somebody did call me out on saying that a particular vehicle, and I don't understand why that vehicle is a mythic, and they weren't wrong. And I think it goes back to, I don't love the vehicle mechanic. I think it's clunky. I don't like it. So then every time they have one, I'm like, vehicle. Liquid Metal Twerk, Milliken. That is a certifiable hit, folks. That is a borderless freaking endurance. Excellent. Dragon's Rage Channeler, Measure's Factory, Ave. That is a foil rare. Hopefully there's a second one in the box. That's a foiled Fractured Sanity. Not a hit, but again, there's a lot of cards in the set, right? So if you're going to pull 1 to 2 foils, your odds of pulling a good one is not wonderful. But, you know, it's an added hit slot. Priest of Felrites. Okay. So we are past the halfway point of this particular box. Okay, open up pack. There you go. Damn! Times 2. Hey, you know, box, I made this little rare slot here for some other rares. Let's get a couple to put there, shall we? So I got my good mythic pile, my not so good mythic pile, my fetch land pile, my good but not expensive rare pile but has value, and then some random pile at the end there for things that are not a hit but kind of a hit but not a hit. There, well, there's the Marsh Flats. I knew that was coming. You know, we got all 4 of those pretty early. It means we might actually have a shot. I doubt it'll happen, but we might have a shot. Vile and Tumor in the old bordered. Out of time. Okay. Okay, we did see an old bordered rare. I was trying to remember. Chainer in the Master of Death. And a prismatic ending. I guess I should put that aside. That card was seeing tons of play for it first, wasn't it? And then it kind of dulled down. Or did it really just get taken by Leyline Binding? Is that what happened? Did the playability of that card just get taken by Leyline Binding? Calibrated Blast. And a Zooted Brainstone in foil. Alright, last pack in the middle. Then we're going to get into the last row. Let's look at some reality here, right? So 4 fetch lands, Endurance, Scion Draco, Chatterfang. This is already a solid box. Hopefully we get some more things. At the very least, we're not going to Pound Town here. Larry Nevin's Disc and the Ignoble Hierarch. Alright, last 12 packs. Because draft boxes had those. Timeless Witness, Extruder, and another Ignoble Hierarch. Okay. Hierarch never really hit hard, did it? And obviously it just sees some commander play probably, and that's about it. I kind of wondered that myself when it came out. I'm like, does Jund really even care about that card? You know, and I think the answer from people at the time was like, yes! And then I don't think it does. Still don't think it does that much. Sterling Grove and Master of the Bridge. Sterling Grove, of course, has been slowly creeping up in price, especially with all the new enchantments that keep coming out. As Wizards has put a definite focus on enchantments lately. Fractured Sanity. Okay. Oops. All right, so out of these packs, we should still have 2 more mythics coming. Hopefully, we find some of the other good rare hits. Vindicate, Sithis, Shattered Ego foil, or everybody's favorite card, Academy Manufactor. It goes in so many decks these days. Oh, well, you know what we got to do here. And I got to go pick that one up. Way to go. Diamond Lion. All right. Yeah, we've gone cold here, haven't we? And I feel like it happens in every single Modern Horizons 2 box. You have the cold spell. Cabal Coffers. Okay, suspend. Foil old border hero Amoeba. Ah! I mean, the foiling on that looked really good. I'll admit it. Like, the card looked good. Murktide. So that is our 6 mythics. Okay, so I got 5 packs left. The box is okay. It's not a Rockstar box, but it's definitely not Pound Town. It's all right. We are only 2 good rare pulls away from it, though, being a very good box. That can happen. Imperial the Volatile, though, is not going to be the card to get us there. But yeah, again, at the very least, it's an okay box. Which is fine. You know, when you open up as much product as I do, like, you'll take the okays. Okay, well, we have our next mythic. We have Imperial Recruiter and Search the Premises. So that's 2 mythics out of the reprint slot. That's not normal. Of course, that could be why I got 7. Yeah, because usually you at least get 1. And then you tend to get 1 old bordered. Oh, sorry, 1 borderless. That's like the averages. Tireless Provisioner. Hey, there's an old border. Cool. Marshlands. All right. Okay, we got 2 packs left. Can I get anything to go down this row? We all know what goes there. We all know the cards that go there. But, you know, ending... So, like, this is a pretty good mythic pile. 5 fetch lands is sweet. This is fine. Void Mirror. All right, we're down to the last pack, folks. Come on, Ristic Buddy. Come on, Ristic Buddy. I felt like they stopped putting them in boxes or something. I know it's not true, but it's been my luck. All right, last one. And we have a mythic. Freaking Solitude. Okay. By the way, folks, with the way they've changed the special guest slot, right? I know many of you haven't watched Murders at Karloff Manor videos, because mine and everybody else's views speak loudly that set is very disliked, and that's okay. But they dramatically decreased the insert rate of the special guest slot in sets. So in Ixalan, they made it a little too the 1 per box is, and sometimes you almost got like 1, well, you got 1 in an uncommon per box. So they changed it to where now it's only pretty much like mythic level, but it's not even in every box. So it's like every 2 to 3 boxes. So because they're putting Solitude in that group, folks, that's not going to do much of anything to Solitude's price. Yeah, it might decrease the other regular borderless one a little bit, just because now you've got 2 flashy versions to choose from. That's about it. That's all it's going to do. And not enough of them are going to be added to the market. But that is awesome. So even though I got nothing here, now, if I was being greedy, I would actually kind of state I was kind of hoping for stuff here versus this. But let's not be greedy. Get Endurance, Solitude, Cabal Coffers, Murktide Regent in a box with 5 fetch lands. Oh, and a Scurry Oaken foil. I will take that all day long. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is going to air, should air, anyway, way before yeah, because that's not until June. This will air well before that. It's going to be a wild ride, and it's going to be expensive. And I know I'm already looking at it like, wait, like I went really hard personally with Modern Horizons 2. And there's some things on the channel I won't necessarily share in terms of, well, I have a TCG Player store, right? So at that time with Modern Horizons 2, I was able to flip a lot of extras, which then, paid for more things to get opened on the channel. I kept a bunch of stuff too. Like I said, I kept like all of my Ristic studies. Ristic Buddies, all of them. But I flipped a lot of things. Like if I pulled extra Ragavans, like I'd flip a Ragavan. If I pulled extra Solitudes, like do I need more than 4 Solitudes? No, I don't. So things like that, and I would flip them. Tax codes have changed, I'll admit. So, I'm not going to be able to do that nearly as much to keep the boxes flowing, right? So then it's back to like more of a normal. What's a good amount of Modern Horizons 3 to open? I'm still going to open way too much. Yeesh, this is going to hurt. Bye.